people still asking me, is it worth buying house in London? Is it worth buying property in London, investing in properties in London, in UK, in Great Britain, comparing to other cities in Europe? As we know, the London, the capital of the United Kingdom, actually got out of the European Union, and now this is a bit difficult to make business in London. Well, it is very difficult to make business in London for the most of the Europeans, and people are asking other looking for other locations better than London. And there is a question: why would on earth anybody go to London and do business from London? If, let's say, the properties are so expensive in London? Well, we are talking about people who want to buy actually property there and maybe make business or invest in properties. First of all, there is a profile of people that actually want to buy first property and then make business or live in the place. And is the London the best place for it? Well, like I said before, this is very difficult for the Europeans now, for the most of the Europeans, for French, Italian, German, Spanish, Polish, Dutch, and Swedish, and Czech, or I don't know, Slovaks, Lithuanians, Greeks to do business in London. But even if the Great Britain was in the European Union, would that be a good idea to go to London based on this, what we would have today for our money in London? Well, one thing is for sure, weather today is not so bad in London. It's quite nice weather, chilling weather with this a lot of sun. It's not too hot, but we are going to the first point. This is one of the main sites in the UK that's showing properties in the UK. We've got here properties in London, houses in London, detached houses, semi-detached houses, terraced houses, and look at this. Those prices are very expensive compared, let's say, to Spain, and all those prices are guide price. So if we consider that those guide prices actually can go up a little bit more, maybe by 50, 60, 70, 80k, then those little houses with 2-3 bedrooms, quite small, can cost up to 400 or maybe 450, the cheapest. And those are the cheapest places in Greater London. In Greater London, not in London, Central London, or properties attached to the Central London in neighborhoods near the Central London. Those houses, the most of them that I'm showing now you, are actually around the London. To get to the London, you must take the long route, maybe metro, and that will take time. By car, a lot of time. And you see those houses, all those houses are not too beautiful, but very, very expensive. Why those houses are very expensive? Well, £325,000 today is look at this. Today will be almost 400,000 euros, and the problem is that those houses even can cost more, because those can cost even 400. That means you must spend for not too beautiful houses. Actually, those are not beautiful at all. Maybe some of them quite nice, but the most of them old houses that requires major refurbishing. You see, it looks like the council houses in not too good neighborhood, but the price is very high. £500,000, and all those prices are guide prices. £500,000, €500,000, 500,000 euros to buy house in some neighborhoods, some areas in London, not city center, or maybe this is some British nice style semi-detached house, but probably will go for much more than 346, and those are better and better now, but more expensive. Okay, those looks better. These better and better, but like I said, these houses that we can see now are around the London, or on in areas that actually are maybe 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers, 20 kilometers from city center, or even you have to sometimes drive hours to get to the city center if there is traffic. So those houses that we can see may even not be based in London, as we are imagining, because you can imagine then that you're gonna buy a house, let's say this house or that house, and you may think that this house is based in London, but it maybe takes 2 or 3 hours sometimes to get to the city center. So that would be much faster to get from Birmingham by train to the city center than from your house to the city center. So this is first thing that actually for people with the profile that want to buy a house there or rent a house, it's quite stupid idea for many people, because those houses are very expensive, very very expensive, and now the electricity and gas is very expensive, and during winter you must pay a lot of for gas, a lot of for electricity. The UK is quite wet country. Okay, UK has a lot of mold. If you are not heating the house and is getting damp, so you must spend a lot of money for gas and electricity, and the houses are very expensive. 500,000 euros for houses like this. In country where actually that is not in the European Union now, with high inflation, with high gas electricity prices, with high interest rate. So it's expensive for people with the limited funds. It's too expensive for people with the limited funds. And now we are going to try to find out what would be better than those what we have seen just now in London. And I am taking you to Spain. This is beautiful Valencia with much better weather than London, and there is no need to use so much electricity, gas, and buy all the time clothes and vitamin D. Well, now I am going to show you what we can have for a fraction of price from London. And bear in mind that now the prices of food and everything in Spain are much lower than in Great Britain, especially in London. The inflation is low, interest rate is low, weather is the best. So, well, what to say more? You will spend less money for food, for restaurants, for everything actually in Spain. But we're gonna see what the price of the houses. Look at this Valencia. Houses, I've put 200,000 euros. For 200,000 euros we've got flats that actually exactly flats of 349 meters, 349 meters for 200,000 euros. And this apartment doesn't cost 500,000 euros like in UK, but 200,000. Okay, it's very very large, not the newest, but it's not 500 but 200, than 300 less than in London. Look at this. You want smaller, you've got swimming pool, you've got a nice place, a shiny place, 50 meters, not too large, 200k, so it is 300k less than the house in London with mold, with expensive gas, expensive electricity, high inflation, and you have to get by airplane everywhere because this is an island, and the UK is not in the European Union anymore. Look at this. We can check more, maybe something better, maybe something that will show. Okay, we've got 77 meters, 200k, not 500k. Look at this. Very nice. It's okay. In 277 meters. Okay, it is way cheaper than in London. You want 100 meters and looking better, newer? Look at this. This is also 200k. 100 meters, and actually it is a new build. Look, we can try find out here. More and more, better and better for 200k. Look at this, 156 meters, 200k. 200k, not 500 like in London, 200k. Okay, and ask every person, where do they want to live, in London or Valencia? What is better? Sunshine, Spanish sunshine, or rainy London, 3 times more expensive than Valencia. Okay, look at this. There is so many houses, the apartments in Valencia. There is hundred of apartments with the price around 200k. Look at this, 200k, 200k. There is so much houses, 200k. Here, look here with the 120 meters. 120 meters. Beautiful. Quite nice. And you have to ask yourself, why would you on earth pay 500k for house with mold that you must heat all the time with the very expensive gas? Taking airplane for vacation all the time, okay, because London is on island, living outside of the European Union, outside of the continent. What is the point? I don't understand. Why would you spend so much money? Actually, Spain is better developed in many places than United Kingdom. And look for those all apartments. We can scroll and scroll, and the prices are not going up. 205k, 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 more and more. Look at this one. 205k, 128 meters, square meters. Look, very nice, very shiny, with the swimming pool. It's just not comparable to the London houses. Where is the point? I don't understand. For me, well, maybe some people like rainy, expensive, and crowdy. I don't like. I believe the Valencia is much better choice for people with the profile with not a lot of money. If you don't have a lot of money, London is the last place now in Europe that I would go. But if you have a lot of money, I would rather go to Switzerland. That would be much better. Or Luxembourg. Who knows, maybe Monaco. You see, look for this 120 meters. Very stylish. Look at this. Very nice. 209k. Probably they would go for 199. Look, with the office ready. Wow, that would be perfect for me. With the office ready, a special property. This is the first floor single family building location with the office already. Nice. Oh, it's a wow. I would take it. Ready office. Look at this. 114 meters, 209k. Beautiful. So there are so many places in this area, 2-3 times cheaper than in London. Well, we can let's say we can try. Let's check what would we have for the price of London price for 450k. Look at this, 450k. Oh gosh, look at this. Look at this monster. Detached house, 450k. So I've just showed you actually those little houses in London for 450k. We have 450k here, and this is some kind of mansion compared to those London houses. Why would you on earth live there in London if you have house like this? Where is the point? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why would you want to buy a house for 500k in London if you would live in such house like this? Where is the point? I don't get it. There is no point. Look at this bad guy. Look at this one. 450k. 277 meters. Sorry, sorry. There is no question. It's not questionable. You know, there is no. Why would we actually talk more? Those pictures, those photos are speaking for themselves. Look at this. Why would you live there in London if you can live in so beautiful Valencia? Look at this. You like apartment. You are so communal person with the swimming pool. You can go here. I don't, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have much more questions about the housing and the living and doing business. For me, the answer is simple. Well, maybe not for everybody. For me, Spanish is easy, English is easy, so I don't have problem for it. With the language, I don't know how you, but for sure you will get 3, 4, 5, 10 times better houses in Valencia than in London for the same price. Please subscribe my channel for my video like this. Please give me thumb up. Please boost my video so I can make more videos like this. Thank you. Bye bye. Hope to see you soon.